Speaking at the opening of the refresher course being undertaken by the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Senior Airport Officer Dillet Davis noted that the course is being done at a most opportune time as the government prepares for the operation of the Argyle International Airport.
It constitutes part of a series of training programs for air traffic control officers that have been sponsored by the IADC. There are currently 5 IADC-sponsored personnel at the Civil Aviation Training Center participating in the Aerodrome and Approach Diploma Training Program for boarding air traffic control officers. There will also be training for several senior air traffic controllers in the areas of supervisory training, on-the-job training methods, and practicals in air traffic control service, which will be held at the Civil Aviation Training Center in Trinidad, running from the 13th to the 29th of October 2015. This training course will serve to refresh participants on the standards, recommended practices, and local procedures pertaining to the 3 basic functions of air traffic service, namely air traffic control service, flight information service, and alerting service. It will focus on key areas such as separation minimas and emergency procedures and safety management systems.
In his remarks at the opening ceremony, Chief Instructor at the Trinidad and Tobago Civil Aviation Training Center, Carrie Price, said they are happy to have been chosen to provide this training to the air traffic controllers of St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
I would like to echo the words of Dillet and to encourage you all to participate as much on the training program, because it is as much training as it is a discussion and a venting of ideas with regards to the way forward in terms of the operations at Argyle. I would like to say personally that I think all of you here should be very proud of yourselves for the project that you all have undertaken here. While we do have some large projects in Trinidad from time to time, I can't remember at any point in time us undertaking a project of this magnitude in terms of the amount of civil engineering works, in terms of blasting, rerouting of the river, putting on an airport in the middle of a valley. I think the government of St. Vincent and St. Vincent as a country should be very proud of this project. So that while I would like to echo what Dillet said in terms of you all taking full advantage of this training program and ensuring that it redounds to the benefit of the International Airport Development Company and the Department of Airport of the government in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, I would like to give you one word of caution, which is a word of caution that I always give in any training program that we deliver, which is that the real success of this program will not be measured or cannot be measured over the next few weeks. The real success of this program will only be measured when you will actually go into the operations.
Chief Executive Officer of the International Airport Development Company, Dr. Rudy Matthias, noted that among the several things that are to be done to get the airport ready for operation, the refresher training course is only one of them.
I consider today, though, an important part of the whole process of getting ourselves ready for operations before the end of this year. This is part of the management system for the operation of Argyle International. It's a critical part of it. Over the years, we have been working with the Airports Department. Corsell Robertson, the President Director, is a member of our Board of Directors. And she and her deputy, Mrs. Best, they have been assisting us in many significant ways since we started construction of this airport up to this day. I believe that the approach that we have taken at Argyle is to incorporate all stakeholders. All important stakeholders have been incorporated in the process over the years, so that we have a harmony that we've built since 2005. Everyone who ought to be involved have been involved, and the Airports Department has been involved and has played a significant role over the years. After all, this is your airport. What we are building here at Argyle is a modern facility for all of us. But you who are going to be working here, you are going to be enjoying it, I suspect, a little bit more than most of us. You are going to be in a new, and if I may say the word, spanking facility, and believe it or not, very soon too. You know that we've built the control tower, and we are asking the Canadian company AIA to come back sometime by mid-October to put in the computers and other equipment, including the communication software, so that after you finish this refresher training course, you can feel free to come into your control tower cabin and start familiarizing yourselves with what is there.
Dr. Matthias also gave a brief update on the installation of equipment and other works currently taking place at the Argyle International Airport.
As you look around, I'm sure you would see that many things are happening. The terminal building, this terminal building is being retrofitted right now, and most of the equipment that we need in it are already here. The desks, check-in desks and counters and so on for airlines and customs and immigration, they are in containers here and on the port. We also received recently some of the furniture, the public furniture, they are here also. And hopefully by the mid-October, you should see the terminal building essentially equipped with the equipment that we need to have the terminal building ready for operation. The airfield works are ongoing, and this week we are going to start the second course on the runway. The runway asphalt work has been done in 2 layers. The first coat is an 8-centimeter asphalt layer that we have done. Perhaps we've done about 80% of that already. And this week we are going to start putting on the second course, which is 5 centimeters on the area where we have already laid the first course. We are going to work as hard as we possibly can to have these works done no later than mid-November, no later. But while we do that, of course, we are also doing other things, so that we are working simultaneously on several things, several small projects.
Director of Airports in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Corcel Robertson, having given a synopsis of the development of air traffic control in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, said the start of the refresher training program marks the beginning of further development in the area of air traffic management, as preparations begin for the start of operations of the Argyle International Airport.
This project is a major project for this country. As mentioned before me by Dr. Rudy Matthias and by Mr. Carey Price, it was a tremendous undertaking. The option of having to build an airport within a valley, cross a river, and remove mountains, literally remove mountains, was a difficult task. But with determination and resilience, we are seeing that it is coming to a successful completion. This airport is expected to open the gateway for improved air access to this country and to create myriads of opportunities for our economic growth and development. Its 9,000 feet long runway will allow air traffic controllers, I'm sure, to rest a little easier when large aircraft are taking off and landing. I believe that each of you here may recall a moment when an aircraft taking off at the E.T Joshua Airport caused you to hold your breath as you imagine it trimming the grass at the end of the runway as it lifted off. But soon we would no longer be facing that situation, and I'm sure you're all looking forward to it eagerly as I am. This project has a critical element that would continue far beyond the completion of the airport's physical facilities. It is the safe operation of aircraft. The decision of each pilot in an aircraft affects that aircraft and maybe one other. The decisions of an air traffic controller affects all aircraft operating. To each air traffic controller who continues to work out of sight of the general public, but without whose service our air transport comes to a halt, into your hands is placed the responsibility of maintaining safety and efficiency in the control of air traffic. You must remain focused, committed, and determined to deliver top quality service on every shift each day. You are a capable and talented group. Never drop your guard. I would like to acknowledge the role of the Trinidad and Tobago Civil Aviation Authority and the Training Center in particular in putting together the training program. Especially Mr. Carey Price, who is here with us today, and Mr. Ricardo Henry, with whom I first established contact. They have been most helpful and supportive during this process. Mr. Price and his team have tailored this program to meet your needs. The support and assistance provided by him was critical in the design of the program, and for that we are grateful.
For more information regarding the construction of the Argyle International Airport, you can log on to our website at www.svgiadc.com or find us on Facebook at Friends of the Argyle International Airport.